It's me, day 3, continuing again in Immortal Empires, playing Grimgor Ironhide. We're doing pretty good. I'm very positive about today. I did a settlement battle yesterday, still won. Close victory. Should have been decisive victory, but we made some mistakes. We will probably make those same mistakes again today. So, if you were hoping for improvement, you probably won't see it happen today. But, oh, that's my one cat, Brett. You'll probably hear him a lot. He's very vocal and he likes to disturb recordings when we're doing recordings. So, if I remember correctly, we had just taken out the Mountain Eaters, ogre tribe. There's a bunch of other ogre tribes that are around us. And we've got the Norskins to the north. We are at war with Helmengorst, which I'm not in love with that. But, because I think Helmengorst is pretty far away, but last I knew he was at war with these guys, the Darklands orcs. Also, this doesn't bode well. So you can see, here's Imric. And Imric does not appear to be doing great. Well, maybe he's doing better than I thought. Well, no. I think he starts in this region, and the fact that he's sieging these ruins leads me to believe that, yeah, Rictus is here. So, all of these areas that look like they are ruins, look at that, Skaven Corruption is 100. Skaven Corruption 100. Yeah, that's the game's way of saying there's totally Skaven here. Oh, Skaven are increasing, so I bet that they are also in these locations. Imric is not doing so great. And I know this from personal experience, having played Imric, and I did not do very great because there's a Skaven area in the Broken Teeth right here, and Skaven kept pouring through this pass. They kept pouring through this pass. Wait, is this? Yeah, they kept pouring through this pass. They came through this pass here. And I had tried to expand up into this area, and they were just flocking from everywhere. And then Grimgor came from up here. So in that campaign, Grimgor headed directly south, basically. At the time, Jason was playing Graces, so Jason was kind of holding this area over here and down here. He had wiped out Helmengorst and Nurgle, because I think it is Kugath? No, not Kugath. Who's the... Maybe it wasn't Nurgle. No, I'm pretty sure it was Nurgle. I just can't remember who it was. But anyway, he had wiped out those guys, and then we had stopped playing. So, we're going to pick back up here. Oh, my cat is walking in front of the camera. Alright. So, I think we need to potentially replenish. Not too bad. That's right. These guys got pretty bad. My one hero got pretty bad. But I think we can just sit here for a second. I had given this to Greasus to try to get on his good side, and I will probably end up giving this to him as well. Let's just see if I were to give that to him now, if he would pay me money for it. I mean, should hope he would pay me money for it, but... Alright, so 32.6. So I could get a defensive alliance with him, or 8,600 gold. Well, let's see. If I do military access and gold, well, okay then. Let's try defensive alliance and gold. Okay. I don't want a defensive alliance right now. Military access is good. I think I might be able to naturally get defensive alliance with him just by playing the game. So I want this money, so I'm going to give you this settlement for money. Perfect. Okay, so let's see, do we have anything that we can do to our settlements? Challenge stone, we're building up a little bit better. Oh, that's right, this we got to tier 4. Sweet. So now I can get this, and I can start building up a better army. I may end up not retreating, but heading back home with Grimgor to get better units once this building is constructed. I can get better walls. And what should we put here? So this is something unique to the Saber Mountain. Big fort. So gives me Black Orc Big Boss, capacity for the Black Orc Big Bosses. Upkeep is reduced, so that's always good if we wanted to have an army of a lot of Black Orcs. Recruitment cost. Recruit rank. Wow. So this is very heavily focusing on the Black Orcs, obviously. See, it's almost tempting to do that first, actually. But alright, let me back off this real quick and just see. I still can't get it. So this would be good to have before I start recruiting Black Orcs because it will beef them up quite a bit. This I would want because if I want to get the Night Goblin Archer Fanatics or the Night Goblin Fanatics, I don't think I want these guys so much because if I have the Black Orcs, I'd probably lean heavily on them. The Night Goblin Archer Fanatics though, but I could just start off with the Night Goblin Archers. So I may do that. I think I may save my money and next turn start building this special building. What else do we have here? So this is cavalry. This is, oh, the orc cavalry, and then more orc cavalry. These are the ones I currently have. Orc boar boy biggins. They're good anti-large, so these must be anti-infantry. That's what I thought. I really don't think I'm going to do squig hoppers. I mean, I'm not super thrilled about that, especially Rampage. Rampage is gross. Here we have our advanced units. So it would be nice to get a giant eventually, but I think I'd rather go the route of the Doom Diver catapults first. Although the Rogue Idol, cumbersome. I don't know what that means, but it's in red, so it's not a good thing. Probably slow. Oh yeah, their speed's 31. If this were in like D&D or Pathfinder terms, they'd probably have a low dexterity. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think right now I want to focus on getting the Black Orcs, and then we will look to do more building stuff elsewhere. Income's always good, but income only goes up to tier 3, so I'd rather save income for my lower settlements. So once I get this to tier 5, then we can get rid of the growth that we have in these lower settlements. I know I already have income here, but then we might be able to build up some more of the lower level units here. So we would be able to get up to potentially I could get trolls if I wanted to, or a giant river troll hag. I could get these bosses, these heroes, they call them bosses, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I don't love that like their stuff all goes up to tier 4, except for the squigs. Because usually you'll have your basic unit tree that you can stick in your lower settlements, but they all go up to at least tier 4. Anyway, so we'll wait around for that and see what happens with our money. And I wonder if I should start moving Grimgor back now. It's going to take 4 turns to get that built up though, so I think we'll be good. How's our control looking? Control's good here. Control's good here. Which if I turn income back on, I go down 1. So I probably should let that continue to stabilize before I start collecting income there. Granite spike. So did these guys raise that settlement? Must be. So this is Fulg. If I were to take that, I'd have to pay 2,500 to settle it. But then I wonder if Fulg would pay a bunch of money for it. But these guys are probably going to get there first. So I'm not going to worry about it. Technology. What do we got for technology? So this is adds the Goblin Great Shaman Rachnic Spider Claw to your faction's Lord pool. Okay, so this is just building around that Lord. Arachnarok eggs. Summons a unit of spider hatchlings. Good at defending the summoner. That's a lot of money though, and I'm trying to save up my money, so I'm not going to go for that one. We do have quite a bit of scrap, but I think we did unlock the ability to add scrap to our units. Or to add scrap. What is this? That is horrifying. Look at this! It's a giant pit! This is like the... What's it in Star Wars? The Sarlacc? Is that what it's called? I hate this, but I also love it. Look at that! Oh, this is the Maw! The Great Maw! Wow. Okay, that's embarrassing. I'm really, really stupid. Don't they let ogres worship this? Yeah, they do. Look, they dump stuff in there. Okay, I'm sorry. This is probably super obvious, but like to me, this just connecting the dots right now. I never knew that the Great Maw was actually this giant teeth-filled pit. That's so gross. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So, I'm sorry I got distracted. Where even am I? I don't know. Where's Grimgor? Okay, Grimgor's right here. So anyway, I was looking to see about adding... So, scrap upgrades. Cool. The problem is, though, I don't think I want to add scrap to these guys. The error boys, maybe. Because I'll probably keep them in my army. But if I'm going to be swapping out these orc boys for the black orcs, I don't want to spend scrap to upgrade them. So I'm going to upgrade the error boys. So let's see. I could do scrap armor, which gives them armor, obviously. Or reload reduction time. That's tough. I think I'm going to go with armor on these guys. Yeah, we're going to go with armor. Okay. And then I still have some scrap left over for my technology, so I could do one of these other ones that's like a 1 turn. So this is for goblin stuff. So this I could start adding scrap upgrades to goblins, goblin archers, pump wagons, and nasty skulkers. Which, if I end up doing the goblin fanatics, I think they would fall under the goblin archers, so then I could add scrap to them. So I probably will want to get this one. This I could add to my catapults, which I only have just the one Doom Diver catapult right now, so I don't know if that's as necessary as this one would be. Leadership and replenishment for goblin units. Ooh, income's good too. This one's only 1 turn though. Maybe I can do income next turn. Okay, so I know my lord hasn't moved. I know there's an outpost. I don't really care about the outpost yet. I found I'm not a huge fan of the outpost in the first place. Oh. So I could do some diplomacy with the Skaven. This is just Clan Ferric. He's like a nobody, but I really don't want to go to war with Skaven, and I feel like once you go to war with one Skaven clan, you end up going to war with like a ton of Skaven clans. These are not, they're not at war with any of my friends. This is that guy, that Nurgle dude that's got like the tongue with the teeth at the end of the tongue. So I'll give him military access for now.
I only deal bottom. Yes, master.
And Fulg likes me so far.
I am ready.
Okay, so I'm only at war with Helman. Okay. So apparently there's this thing out on Reddit, the Warhammer Reddit, that talks about how Vlad is basically, like Vlad von Karstein is basically unbeatable, I guess, is what they're saying. So I've played the vampire counts once in Warhammer 2. In Mortal Empires, I tried playing as Manfred. It did not go overly well, and I think Jason and I were playing multiplayer, and I think we must have gotten sidetracked with something else, and we didn't play for very long. But I may want to try playing as Vlad, because now they've got him with his wife there. What's her name? Isabella. And Jason was playing as them, and I think the general consensus among the community is that their faction's kind of broken right now. So I like playing easy things. We'll see if it would be easy, but maybe that's one thing I'll look to do later. All right, let's just end this turn, quit rambling on, and then we can start building up our one building to get some better units in our army, which of course is going to cost money. So I'm going to have to start expanding more to get more settlements with income coming in. And hopefully we can avoid going to war with anybody else. Okay. Control. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Ew. He's beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. So, Grimgor, you are basically, other than a couple of these units, you're basically good to go. So we got our scrap upgrades for archers. I'm not going to do anything because, again, if I end up swapping these guys out for better units, I don't want to waste my scrap on them. So let's do the income, because if we're going to be going for better units, we need money to do that. So I'm going to choose to do some income diplomacy. I know this probably gets old going through here, but oh look, we've got a new guy, Scabby Eye, Spite Backbiter. Sure, you're green skin. You're not very strong, but we won't fight you for right now. Village, don't you want to be my friend, Village? I'll go to war with Cathay. I take that back. I don't want to go to war with Cathay just yet, but maybe eventually. I hate when it zooms me back all the way over there. All right, so first things first, let's go to our big settlement and... Aw, nuts. Man, this always happens. Stupid beastmen. All right, so how much is this? All right, at least it's cheap. So we will repair all of our buildings, and then let's get this thing going. 8,800. That's basically all of our money. And then I think for right now, I may start doing income. Like, I understand it only goes up to tier 3, but until I get enough money to recruit some of these units and these buildings, to even afford these buildings in the first place, I think I'm just going to start building up income here. So that's basically all of my money. This guy right here is just hanging out to get more control here. Although he could leave because he's only giving 1 to the settlement and we're at a +4. So can I collect it? So if I were to collect the income, which is only 60, so it's really not that great. But if I were to collect the income and have him leave, then we're in a bad spot. So I think I may take the income off. I'm going to have him start working his way. Oh, Sarah. I always forget that they have the underway mechanic. Good grief. I should have actually moved him this way into villages. Well, not village, but into these guys so that I could raid. All right. Whatever. We'll try to remember to do better next time. All right, Grimgor. Let's start moving you north. So I've got Greasus down below me here. And right now this is... So Folk would actually probably pay a lot for Titan's Notch. Let's see. It's getting me 200. It's getting me 340, but he may pay a lot for it. So let's have Grimgor head up this way. And then we will just give this to Fulg.
The boss, consider me
Oh,
one of your
we're not
friends
just
in
giving
high
it to
places.
Fulg. Let me be clear. We are making him pay for it. Not a lot, though, but I guess it's... And I could do a military alliance. See, the issue I have with the defensive and military alliance, though, is that if I get into that with them, if they are declared war on, or if they declare war, then it's almost like my hand is forced and I have to go to war as well. So I think I might hold off on those for right now. They're at war with Dolgan, and Dolgan is kind of right around where I'm at. So I can't say that I would hate going to war with Dolgan, because it would give me a chance to wipe them out without breaking any of my, you know, my non-aggression pact with them or whatever I might have. But I will just wait on that.
That'll do it.
He must not have very much money if he still had that much left after paying me. So this is Fulg. So he's got a lot of armies going through here. Oh, these are camps. He's got a lot of camps just randomly set up. Anyway, I think we are good to go. So we will let her go on by. Although that does give me enough money if I wanted to settle granite spikes. I'm surprised he hasn't taken it yet, but I bet you that's what he is. Oh, these are camps, not armies. I would have thought he'd be heading to take granite spikes, because I think that would round out his full territory. If I can get there first and settle it, and then if he would pay more than 2,500, then I would make a profit. Didn't you know that Warhammer has a lot of economics involved? So you can come over here, and then maybe next turn you will make it to granite spikes to settle. Village's guys are heading south. I'm not sure where they're going. Probably... They don't love Greasus. Greasus has got quite a territory. I mean, I did give him a lot of it, but... Oh, look at you, Imric. You're making a comeback. Where are you at? Oh.
I shall.
Yeah, of course I can't see. You're 18th. Good grief. Good grief. What am I? 15. Wow. We're gonna have to change that. Alright, so we could build... Oh, we can upgrade this. So I could upgrade this. What's this? 550. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it. And then maybe I could get both the Night Goblins and the Black Orcs when I get back. But the problem is that I'm only making 1,700, so I'm not making very much money. And if I start swapping out for better units that are going to cost more, I'm gonna be in a bit of a bind. So we'll just keep that in mind as we head back to our home base. Then I'm gonna have to find somebody to go to war with. Like, that's just inevitable. But again, with greenskins, like, I guess I'm just supposed to be at war with everybody. I'm used to playing the good factions, like the High Elves, and obviously you know the High Elves' enemies.
You caught me in a good mood.
Alright, so what does Grizgut want? He wants me to go to war with this ogre tribe, Thunderguts. Where are the Thunderguts? That's kind of really random. And I'm not going to do it because you're only paying me 300. But, like, I feel like your bigger issue is all of these Skaven people. And you want me to go to war with you over a random ogre tribe faction? Weird. Well, I'm going to say no. So sorry, but no. Training dummies, melee attack for Grimgor. Well, we probably won't be getting into fights in 4 turns, but it was a nice thought. Alright, so you colonize this. Granite spikes.
Crush them all.
So if I paid 2,500 and pay 803, then he would have to pay me like over 3,300. I could just leave it broken, but I don't think he's gonna pay much for like a broken or a ruined dwarf hold. So I'm gonna just do that, and then we'll see what he'll give me for it. So I'm using the underway. If I were to force march, I don't get that much further actually, so I'm just going to underway my way home. So I don't have any of the lower settlements I need to worry about. I just have my main ones up here. So over here we've got some likely, well, Skaven is going down. So maybe we just haven't noticed yet, but that's a good idea. Maybe I'll head back to Saber Mountain and then I'll push west from there. See what's out here in these ruins. And then eventually get to the Empire. And fight Karl Franz. I don't look forward to that. I do not look forward to fighting the Empire. But, okay. We will, well, okay, sorry. Let me check diplomacy real quick just to see.
Fine. Obey me.
Who's this? Join Confederation. I don't want to do that.
What do you see?
You've got a lot of territory, but you're at war with... Yeah, I mean, so you've got both of those, which would be good. Oh, I remember you. So when I was playing as somebody, who was I playing as? Was it the Empire? This guy kept coming up over the mountains. I don't know if it was the Empire, but... Yeah... It's just too risky in my mind. And a lot of times when I confederate, I find that my income goes way down. Because the AI loves spamming heroes for some reason. And I'm just not about that, so. Alright, let's move along. We've really whittled down those factions, though. We're down to 157, and I'm sure we will lose some. Yep, lost one. Again, I have yet to see a big faction go down. I think it would tell me if a big faction, or maybe it's only if I've discovered that big faction. I wish I had visibility over the whole map, because I'd love to see like what the Dark Elves are doing or the High Elves. I want to see like who's the dominant player. It's probably Tyrion. Like Tyrion's usually the dominant player in the High Elves. And then Malekith obviously ends up confederating with like the entire Dark Elf regime. And then the Lizard Men. This is a toss-up. So I've seen where the Hunt Marshal's expedition will dominate Lustria, but I've also seen sometimes where the Lizard Men will band together and take out Marcus Wolfheart. But then also Rakarth is here. And when I was playing as Gorok, Rakarth was making a heavy push down the south side of Lustria. But then Tehenowin, I think he's Cult of Sotek. I helped him out a little bit. I came down and took some settlements and gave them to him, and that gave him enough push to kind of start wiping Rakarth out. All right, enough of that. Let's get Grimgor back up here. So you... Yeah, so collected income is 0. So why am I collecting income? Because I will be collecting income next turn, but right now I'm not. So why? Yeah. Oh, these stinkers. You're not making any money, but you're still raiding. Why? Because I think you can choose not to raid, right?
I will.
Some allies you are. Okay. So growth, we've already gotten up to 3 population surplus. What's the cost here? 12,840. At the rate I'm making money, that's going to take forever to get. So I'll just beef up my income here. And then I'll just have to keep this in mind that when I get to 5 surplus, I'm really going to have to save up my money. So that might put a halt to our army beefing up plan, or vice versa. But there's not a ton that I really need tier 5 for. It's just, it gives you the additional garrison and obviously the additional income, which right now isn't that much different than tier 4, but... Okay, skill points. What do we got here? So this is one of my heroes. Or no, this is the other lord that I have. Who's... Poor guy, sitting at level 2. I will give you... I'm tempted almost to give you Route Marcher to get the extra movement range, because right now you're just on your own. Yeah, we'll do that. You're on your own, and I'm kind of using you to settle ruins. So if I move you over here with me... Oh. So this is Chaos Undivided. If I moved you over here and settle places... Kind of want to go to war with Village. I kind of just want to wipe him off the map as well. Oh, who's sieging him? The settlement is under siege. Who's sieging you? I want to know. Show me. Who are you at war with? It's probably not going to tell me, is it? Oh, no, it might.
Village.
It's probably Cathay or Kazakh. It might be Cathay, though, because you're pretty close to where Cathay is. That's unfortunate for you. Oh, Nangao. Oh, you took this from Miao Ying? So it's got to be her, right? Oh, wow. He has been... Oh, yeah, because this is where Miao Ying starts off. So must be Cathay's, like, not doing well, or he just made an aggressive push down there. How did he get there? I think that chaos can still come through the gates even when they're occupied, which is a really weird thing to think about, but I think they have that option. Anyway, there's a lot of dynamics that go on the map that's really neat to see how the different factions interact with each other. I've played not a ton of factions in Immortal Empires, but I've played enough and know some of the lore of others to kind of know the interactions. But the more I read up about the lore, there's just so much. It's really deep. And I think that you can make like a really cool TV show or something out of the Warhammer universe, because it's really got some good stuff in there. Okay. So Grimgor, if I force march you now, how far do you get? You could get to Ice Spewer. I think I just need to be in... So he doesn't even have to get to Saber Mountain, but I was trying to get him that way, so if we push west, he's closer there. So I'm going to force march him to be in Ice Spewer. Challenge Stone. I forgot about this one. So I could get growth up here, or I could get income. Or do I want to save up for walls? Oh, I'm not good at making decisions. I don't have enough money for this right now, for one. But I will... Oh, dear. Because again, I said growth was always good to have. I could do income and growth. That's what I'm going to do. Income and growth, and then I'll just wait for walls later. Right now, it's not under threat from anyone except if Dolgan declares war on me. What's this? Oh, you're making 11 gold off of me. Thanks. I was going to try to sell this to you, wasn't I? Let's try that now. Full. What would you take for, I think it was Gorger Rock?
Relax. You're in cahoots with the boss.
No, you already have Gorger Rock. What's this? Granite Spikes. Granite Spikes. How much would you give me? 3,000? And a defensive alliance? I still don't think I want a defensive alliance just yet. So just give me the money.
That'll do the...
Oh, that's right. I was going to sell it for whatever. I took a loss on it, but oh well.
This is my land.
I forgot that I had paid that extra 800 to make it not be like broken anymore, but oh well. All right, so Ardra Folatif. Should I take you out this way? I almost want to disband you because you're costing me 253 and you're not doing anything right now. This will be like the second or third time I've disbanded you, I know. But like I don't need you for control anymore. So yeah. You can go on vacation. See ya. And then now I do have enough money to increase this to get some units here if in the event that I need to recruit in that location. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. All right, and then maybe we can start, well, I need one more turn before I could get the Night Goblin Fanatic. So next turn we will potentially start adding more or better units to the army before we head west. I'm still nervous. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna get war declared on me and then it's just gonna go downhill from there. Because there's a lot of people around me that could declare war on me. So Village could declare war on me just randomly. I don't think that Greasus would. But if he did, that would be bad because he's got this whole area down here. So I want to try to be as best of friends with him as I can. If the Skaven head north, so if the Skaven wipe out these Darkland orcs, then that's going to be an issue from the south. But I've got a bit of a buffer here with these greenskins and these orcs. So it's really just Dolgan. Who's this? Oh, that Nurgle guy. So he can't get to me through the mountains, at least. I would love to take out these guys here. I really want these settlements. But, alright, so we've got a little bit more money to out of Force March. So, what do I want to do first? I do want to get black orcs, so let me just see what this does. So I go from 23 to... Oh, these are orc biggins, black orcs. They are expensive. So damage dealer. So they are faster than the black orcs, that's it. So at the cost of... So with the orc biggins, I would pay less, but they're just worse than black orcs, which makes sense. I'm still gonna get black orcs. Boy, are they expensive. And then I wonder if I can do Night Goblin archers fanatics. They're not that much more expensive, but they have poison attacks. They also have poison attacks. This was one thing I had, I think, the first time I played. They have the same stats. So fanatics are just... They have a special ranged weapon. That tells me a lot. Where are you on the missile infantry? Night Goblin Archers Fanatics. Night Goblins are well suited to their subterranean existence. They range in size, but many are on the stunted side, which better enables the spiteful creatures to move quickly through the tight cavern ways below ground. Night Goblins are easily marked out from other greenskins as they wear That's not telling me anything I want to know. That's not telling me anything about their special ranged weapon. Oh, this unit has a special missile attack with limited ammunition, which can be very useful when initiating attacks. I mean, sure. Sure, let's do it. I can't get more than one though, so I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. It's nice that they're only that they're only a 1 unit recruitment though. All right, so what do we have here? Agamon. So this is casualty replenishment for goblins, physical resistance for goblins, and night goblin infantry. Bummer. But that's kind of the tree that I need to get this. But also Oglok the Orrible. He's another lord. Construction costs would always be good if I start expanding a lot more. And I need that to expand out. So I'm going to go with this one because I need that to get further out into these other trees. All right. So all in all, not too bad. So those black orcs and the night goblin fanatics are going to put a hurting to my income. So we may not be able to like fully replace everything we have, but if we can beef up a few units, then that'll just help us in the long run. We're down to 148. Oh, look, here we go. Durusty errors. Night Goblin Archers. Oh, gross. A piercing arrow is debilitating enough, yet all manner of filth and corrosion is loosed from their crude bows. Oh my. So one thing that I typically forget to do is to check out the armor and stuff. And I know I don't have very good armor for anybody yet. I really should probably do one of those quest battles, but I'm super afraid because I don't have good luck with quest battles unless I'm really, really beefed up. So you are level 16, Grimgor. Good job. So I've gotten a lot of this. I think I might want to get him more armor. So we'll go with armor for you, although Orc Biggins and Savage Orc Biggins. So, oh, no. I want this one. This is right, because now we'll have some black orcs, so the armor piercing weapon damage and the charge bonus will be good for them. I'll get armor for him at a later time. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to click that. I don't want to do an outpost. I need my money. So we're still making decent money, even after having gotten some black orcs. I have some scrap. I don't have a ton of scrap, but I could... Oh my, that's expensive. And technology required. I can't put stuff on them just yet. So... bonus versus large, bonus versus infantry. Why do you make me make a choice? I'm not good at choosing. Well, I'm not going to choose right yet. So let me get rid of some more goblins. And maybe get some more goblin archers.
Here we go.
So night goblin archer fanatics. And let's do another unit of black orcs. Wow, it's a lot cheaper this time. I should have waited. Oops. Okay. What do we got on the diplomacy front? Nope, nothing. Okay. I'm sorry if this is boring. We haven't done any fun fighting or anything, but this is like downtime. So if we were playing Blades in the Dark, this is the downtime part of our game. So We do good downtime so that we can
But do it quickly,
fight good battles.
before I kill you right where you stand.
Oof. This isn't a good sign. Like I said, don't ever trust the Skaven. Although Tretch is the worst of the Skaven. He's stronger than I am. Spineless. Yes. That is very true of the Skaven. So you're at war with pretty much everybody that I'm friends with. So it's only a matter of time before we are at war together. And maybe I can help take you out. Probably should try to take them out sooner rather than later so they don't come at me with like Jezzails and Rattling guns. Poison wind mortars. They've got a lot of nasty stuff in their arsenal. Confederation. Good for you. Alright, so mission issued. Defeat an army belonging to any of the following enemies of Scabby Eye. So if I went after Rictus, I could fulfill this. I mean, all I get is diplomatic relations, which I don't really care about, but... Alright, so my money is going down more, obviously. It was kind of a dumb thing to say, but let's just continue to swap out some units here. Let's get rid of all of our goblin archers. Fill this up with the night goblin archer fanatics. And then maybe I will be able to get all of my orc. Maybe I can get all black orcs. Not all black orcs, but like all of my infantry, my melee infantry would be black orcs. Okay, and then I do have these regiments of renown I forgot about, but that's okay. They're usually more expensive. I can maybe get them later. Okay, so we spent all our money on beefing up our army a little bit, so I think I'm in a good spot now where I might be able to start moving out. And then I can save up my money for when Saber Mountain hits the population surplus of 5.
Let's talk. I can kill you.
Do you want me to go to war with against Tretch? No, it's this stupid Thunder Guts. You're not even paying me this time. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. The Shrine of Cain has been claimed. Okay. Alright, we are in a good spot. Unit rank 7. Wow, that's not bad at all. Well, these guys are 1. Oops. But to get some black orcs at a high rank is pretty good to start off with. So, let's start heading west. And, well, okay, wait, maybe not west. Do I have a treaty with Dolgan?
What?
I don't. I don't have anything with them, so I could just declare war on them. I kind of want to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after Dolgan. I'm gonna go after Dolgan. I probably should take out the Valeri first and then head north. And then maybe I could sell this to Village and then he would give me money. But no. Well, no, yeah. I would probably sell that one because unless I wanted to head further into like the chaos stuff here, I don't know if I would want to take out the Fortress of Eyes. So. I don't even know what Dolgan's doing. I think he had tried to expand south, but maybe he hit the ogres and didn't get very far. It's going to take me a few turns to get over there anyway. The only thing I have to be worried about is if I go after that settlement first, if... Okay, never mind. That made up my mind for me. So Folg is taking him out. So, all right, I'm going to be really mad because I'm going to go after these two here to finish out my full territory. And if they... Okay, I'm going to have to just move.
Let's get some.
See, I don't know... Well, yeah, no, I do... I'm going to stick with the underwave right now.
Let's go.
So, you have an army stationed there. Skin wolves. I don't see anything here that's like super good. I think the Marauder champions are obviously better than the Marauders. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get more income from here. How's our control doing? So we're still going up. That's good. And then in this settlement, we're literally just waiting to hit population surplus 5 and save up enough money to max out our settlement at tier 5. All right, so this is my big boss, my orc big boss. So I think I'm going to... So close. 2 more levels and then you can help me beef up my orc units. Oh, I hate when they do this. You have to pick one. Well, I'll deal with that later. I think I'm just going to keep going into melee defense for right now. Actually, hit points might not be too bad. 140, weapon strength. I'll give you some hit points. I don't care about an outpost. Yep, I think that's all I can do.
Now then, speak quick.
What do you want, Greasus?
In a good mood.
Defensive alliance. Now, Greasus, I don't know if I would mind being into a defensive alliance with, because although Folg is not doing too bad, he's strength rank 119. He's got a ton of camps though, so his armies must stink. He's already at war with this guy. I always get their names mixed up, but the brother of the dragon girl, the dragon boy. Is it, so it's Miao Ying, is it Yao Ming? Something like that. Okay, all right. Listen, Graces, if you can hold me to the south, that'll give me more flexibility to expand north. So we'll see how this partnership goes. Just don't get wiped out. Take care of Helm and Gorse for me. And hopefully I don't get taken out by Dolgan, the unnamed Norskin, well, not unnamed, but the unknown Norskin tribe or whatever you call them.
Ready for murdering.
So you're gonna have a full stack by the time I get here, unfortunately, because I don't think... Oh no, I can. Ooh. Well, we may have to siege him because now we're taking attrition when we're in the Chaos Waste. So let me actually raid him.
Keep moving.
Well,
That's what Lord wants. Yeah.
I changed my mind. So it's a decisive victory. So I'm gonna just throw this on one of my Black Orc units. So he's tier 5 or unit rank 5. I'm gonna put you on one of the rank 7 ones. So I could fight this to make it exciting, but I don't want to lose, and I hate fighting settlement battles where I'm the aggressor. So this is not gonna... Oh no, it did load. See, that's pretty big. Yeah, so I'm just going to call it good. Because it says decisive, says low. Just call it good. So, my Black Orcs. Wow, look at that damage. Or look at those kills. Wow. Wow. Not too shabby, boys. I'm impressed. Alright, we gotta get the whole province. So, heal up fast, you little buggers. And then we're gonna head north.
This better involve fighting.
So, I got some good coin from that, so I can beef up this settlement all the way. I'm gonna add some growth, rinse and repeat. And then this time, I think I'm going to add some garrison rather than income, just to be safe. Alright, what do we got here? So, I could spend some scrap. I need this to get scrap for my black orcs and night goblins, squig hoppers. Well, I don't care about them, but the black orcs are the ones that I want to add some scrap upgrades to, so I'm going to spend the scrap to do that.
Ready.
Alright, Grimgor. I could give you more hit points. 1,000 hit points is not too shabby. I got 2. Ooh, I've got choices. So I'm going to do the hit points. And I'm going to do this so I can get this fully maxed out. And then for Scram, my one hero, I think I'm going to give you some more hit points too, because you did a lot of kills last time. And then Goblin Big Boss, you don't have a ton of hit points. You don't get a ton with this, but I will just max out that. Okay. Cool. Do I need to do anything? No, because again, I keep saying that I'm going to save up money for this, and I'm really close actually to getting to the point where I can do that, but I keep forgetting, and I keep upgrading other stuff. So we're going to have to spend some money before we can save some money.
Let's go.
That's just how it's going to be. And I think I'm going to have to sit at Dragon's Death with Grimgor for a few turns because my Night Goblins took a hit that battle. And because I'm not in the province where I can recruit those, it's not as easy to just like merge some units together and then get new ones. So I think I'm just gonna have to wait till they get fully replenished. I mean, maybe after next turn, they would be good enough to move into the floating mountain. And actually, if I were to do a raiding camp out here, that would take money away from them, give it to me, and I'd be replenishing. So maybe that's what I'll do. I probably won't replenish as fast, but I will... Oh, I do replenish just as fast, but I'm getting some good coin from raiding while I'm doing that. So I think that's worth it. Control is down, which is what happens when you settle a place, but it's going down each turn. Wow, the climate here is -6. That's rough. That is rough. Okay, so I can do more technology. Lord, recruit rank. I don't want to spend 5,000 just yet. What do we got here? So this is scrap upgrades for my cavalry, which I don't really have a lot of. So this is the replenishment and physical resistance for goblin units. So I'll go this route. And then, well, that only takes me out to there. I'm going to have to fork over the money in order to just keep getting some of this, I think. Oh, so this is what they meant when they, in order to get some of those units, I must need this fully. So if that's the case, do I want to get out here? All right, I'm going to stick with this for now just to help my army. But then I may end up like trying to go on these outside tracks to get closer to that. We'll see. I act like I have a plan. I don't really have a plan. My plan is to see what happens each turn and then act accordingly. So, with how my army is shaping up after this raiding camp, I probably can just attack. They don't have very many units yet. Like, So far, I think he just has a lord there. So I think I may be able to take that. Okay. Gorakis.
Gork's fist.
But if I wait another turn, get a little bit closer.
Let's do this!
Who are you? The Skull Takers. Where'd you come from? That's the thing, is I just don't... Oh, you're a Horde faction. I don't think you will take that out. I'd be really mad if you did, but then I could just go to war with you since you're a Horde. I don't think you can settle factions as a Horde. Although some of the Beastmen do, which is weird. Skull Takers. So, there. I can be friends with you.
Stop! Northmen come.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna go to I'm not doing a peace treaty with you because I want to wipe you out. But I will with the Skull Takers. There's no harm, no foul. And pay me for it. That's like one of my favorite mechanics with Warhammer 3 is, well, first I've talked about how I really like the diplomacy now, so you can do the quick diplomacy, but also the fact that you can balance these offers out and get money. It works both ways, so it's annoying when it works against me, but I found a lot of times where it does work in my favor and I can get more money just from doing something that I would normally do in the first place.
Now then, speak quick, 'cause you caught me in a good mood.
So you ended your military access pact with me. Sounds about right. At some point, I'm going to have to entertain the idea of a second army, because if the Skaven start coming at me from the west, I will be in trouble. So the slaves of Tsar. Well, those stupid gits have gone and plundered stuff from boss. What's his name up there? We weren't meant to do that. We had made a pact and everything. What we gonna do? Make 'em take it back. The boys need a good slap and rip one of 'em apart for good measure. Then get the thieving git to take the loot back so we can stay all friendly like. That boss was his name is a git anyway, and all that loot is lovely and makes the pile of shiny stuff even bigger. Alright, I'm gonna do the diplomatic relations. I don't need money that bad. So, we'll do that. And then, let's take them out. Aw, yeah, decisive victory. That's what we like to see. How do we do here? This catapult is like... And these goblin wolf archers, I did not expect them to be as good as they have been. But I guess if you throw them on skirmish mode, they can just snipe away. Alright, occupy. Province secured. Faction destroyed. Goodbye. Norscan faction nobody cares about. Let's do growth. Down with corruption. Down, up with control. Alright, perfect. So they already had a garrison going here. Interesting. Oh no, it's this one. Alright, don't do this, stupid AI. So dumb. So we will build you up. We'll build up the growth, and then we will build up the growth. And then we will build up the income. Alright. So I'm gonna do this ability here from the front, because that's pretty good for Grimgor. And sorry you guys did not level up this time. Okay. So from here, what are we gonna do? We've got these guys up here, Nurgle, who are these guys? Goromadni tribe, Norska. I could continue going up to take out Nurgle, but so far we're not on terrible terms, but we're deteriorating. So if they declare war on me and come down from the north, if I'm over here, then I'm in a bad spot. So my southern part is doing okay, but to the west and to the north are what I'm concerned about. So I think I will figure that out next turn because I don't know what I want to do right now. My neighbor just started mowing the lawn, so that's going to be lovely background noise in here. Lovely, lovely. It is a really nice day to mow the lawn, though. I do have to say, it was very pleasant outside. I shouldn't be in here playing games, but what you gonna do? Okay. So, Grimgor's pretty much good. I think I'm gonna sit him here for one... Well, again, I can do the raidin camp. So, if I take out Nurgle, how many settlements does he have? Magothkin. Let's look. He's only got the 2 settlements, so it's not like it's a big deal if I take him out. I think I may do that. I think I may continue to head north. The issue, though, is that the climate here is not good for me, which is contributing to a lot of my... Wow, that's climate -9. Yikes. Yeah, these are not good climate for me. But... So I may have to camp Grimgor here for a little bit longer. Because as soon as I leave, we're gonna lose that 6 military presence, and we're gonna start losing control. But maybe I should do like this because I get 4 control. I really don't want to. I really want to just get money here. Although this provides me a garrison, which is still good to have. But I'm gonna do money. I'm gonna do money, and we're getting to a point where our current gold is in a good spot, but my income is not doing great, so I probably shouldn't start building up a new army just yet. Don't want that. Let's see what we have here for spending our skill points. Get back on your feet. So this is a good one, and I think I might want to go this route so that I can beef up some of the orcs in my army. So that's all I had for that. So I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. We did pretty good. Didn't have any map battles for you today. Sorry about that, but I'm sure we will have some in the future. And if I get one that seems to be like an easy one, maybe I will go ahead and fight it on the map and see how I do. But we're just, at this point, working on getting a better army and figuring out where we're going to expand. So that's it for today, and I will see you next time.